Right, welcome back. We're looking at our sight singing now. So we are moving on from where we left off last week, and we are on page 19, exercise 27. So we're just going to be looking through a little bit of sort of general information here at the bottom of the page before we move on to sight singing the next actual exercise over the page. So they're telling us to look out for changing time signatures, which is stuff that we've looked at already in this book. So at the beginning of a bar, it will tell you if there's a change, and also looking at rests. So if we have a silent bar where there's no singing at all, then if it's 4 beats in a bar, it looks the same really as if it's 3 beats in a bar. It's still that we still have that rest drawn in the same way. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like necessarily, as long as you know how many beats you're counting in a bar for a full bar's rest. If you look at the next page in the yellow block, they've thrown in a little exercise here to have a go at singing, where you have a lot of time signature changes. Now this is very unusual in a piece of music, okay, so don't worry too much about this. It's very seldom really that you can't come across a piece of music with so many time signature changes. So this is just for the point of exercise and to practice with the rhythm and the beat. Okay, so I'm going to give you a metronome beat, and I'm going to give you your do, and we'll have a go at trying to sight sing this together. We're literally singing do in this yellow block, okay? There's no other notes, it's just do. And also we have to look out for the time signature changes. So when we see a full bar with no notes in it, no musical notes in it, we then have to bear in mind what we're counting, how many beats in a bar we're counting, and then that's how many beats we count for the full bar's rest. Okay, so don't look at the first rest and think you're counting 4. You're not, because it's a 3. The piece starts with 3 beats in a bar, so therefore the first full bar of nothing is 3 beats. Okay, so let's just have a go at it. I think the less I talk and the more we have a go, the easier it'll be, the more obvious it'll be. So let's get the note and the beat for you. There's your beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how we're going to start. And there's your do. 1, 2, 3. Do. 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 Right. It's tricky, isn't it, when the time signature keeps changing? It's just the same note. Let's try it together, okay? So, there's your do. 1, 2, 3. Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3. Do, do. Change. Do, 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 do. Do, change. 2, 3. Change. Do, do, change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, do, do. Okay. So it is a little bit of a struggle, that, to be honest, and it's highly unlikely you're going to come across anything like that very often at all. But it's a good exercise. Get your brain working. So let's have a look at this this exercise now. Exercise 27 on page 20, and we have got, fortunately, no time signature changes. However, we have quite a few rests to think about here, okay? So we've got an upbeat. So we're counting 3, and then we come in on beat 4, okay? And then we've got on the fourth beat of the first full bar in both voices, we have a rest, and then on 4.5 we come in with a quaver. Okay, so just be aware of that. So it's 4 and off you go, right? Then we've also got a few of these semi-quavers coming in. Okay, so we looked at semi-quavers last time, so we should be quite familiar with those. And other than that, it's just a case of looking where the rests are. Okay, we are singing do, mi, and so. I don't think we've got any top do's in this that I can see. No, so we're just singing do, mi, so. Okay, so let's get the metronome going, and we'll sight sing part 1 together. 1, 2, 3. Do. Okay, let's have a go at singing that together. There's your do. 1, 2, 3. Do, so, mi, so, do, so, mi, so, mi. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, mi, do, do. So, mi, do, mi, do, do. Okay, let's have a look at the second part. So we'll sing this one, we'll sing this one, and then we'll go through it again together. There's your do. 1, 2, 3. Do. Okay, it suddenly speeds up, doesn't it, in the middle, so be ready. Okay, here we go, we'll do it together. There's your do. 1, 2, 3. Do, so, mi, so, do, do, do. Mi, so, mi, so, so. So, mi, so. Okay, right. I think before we do anything else with the sight singing, I'm going to just leave us at that section, because as you can see, when we get on to section 28, we're now introducing Ray, which I'll save for another day. Okay, so just to finish off with, just a little bit there to remind you of dynamics. So P stands for piano, which means soft, and F stands for forte, which means loud. So as we were singing that, piece there, what we're going to do now, when we sing it together, when we sing it through both parts, one after the other, as we've done with every other piece so far in this book, we start quietly and then we get louder. So the first part gets louder in the first bar of the second line, and the second part gets louder in the second bar of the second line, and then follow the dynamic indications, quieter and then louder again at the end. Okay, so what we'll do, you're going to sing part 1 while I sing part 2, and then we'll swap over and you'll sing part 2 while I sing part 1, and then we're done with our sight singing for today. Okay, so let us get the metronome beat up. There's your do. Get ready, you're singing part 1. 1, 2, 3. Do, so, mi, so, do, 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 do. Do, so, mi, so, mi, so. So, mi, so, 3, 4. Do, so, mi, so, do, so, mi, so, mi, so, do, so, mi, do, mi, do, do. Okay, right, that's us done for our sight singing. So let's move on to our Christmas songs next. Well done.